Today on Rappler. Chinese President Xi promises to find a compromise on the plight of Filipino fishermen boxed out of the West Philippine Sea. 8 unvaccinated Filipinos from China test positive for COVID-19. Inflation climbs to 8.1% in December 2022. Britain's Prince Harry says Prince William knocked him to the floor in an argument over Harry's wife, Meghan. Actor McCoy de Leon confirms his breakup with partner Elisse Joson. The management of ENHYPEN warns against an unauthorized paid fan event in the Philippines, and BIGBANG's Taeyang releases a teaser for his single Vibe featuring Jimin of BTS. Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. says Chinese President Xi Jinping promised to find a compromise on the plight of Filipino fishermen.
The President promised that we would find a compromise and find a solution that will be beneficial so that our fishermen might be able to fish again in their natural fishing grounds.
Marcos does not mention the West Philippine Sea explicitly but says he and Xi discussed ways to move forward. China claims practically the entire South China Sea, including areas that are under the Philippines' exclusive economic zone or the West Philippine Sea. Fisherfolk in Pagasa Island saw their catch dwindle or dry up completely due to large-scale Chinese fishing activities or harassment by Chinese Coast Guard. Marcos says Xi also promised to correct the trade imbalance between the Philippines and China. During the state visit, Manila and Beijing signed 14 bilateral agreements. The Department of Health says 8 unvaccinated Filipinos who arrived from China tested positive for COVID-19. The individuals arrived in Manila between December 27 and January 3 and underwent antigen testing upon arrival at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. DOH Officer in Charge Maria Rosario Vergere says the government did not need to close or tighten its borders despite the surge in cases in China. Based on current protocols, individuals who are not fully vaccinated and are unable to present a negative pre-departure test result are tested upon arrival at the airport. China is currently experiencing a surge in COVID-19 infections due to Omicron BF.7. The Philippines already detected cases of the subvariant in December 2022. The DOH has yet to say if the 8 individuals are infected with the Omicron subvariant. The Philippines' inflation rate soared to 8.1% in December, the highest since November 2008, as Filipinos celebrated the holidays with even tighter budgets. The latest figures reported by the Philippine Statistics Authority on Thursday, January 5, is slightly higher than the 8% recorded in November 2022 and more than double December 2021's 3.6%. For the entire 2022, inflation averaged at 5.8%, well above the target range of 2% to 4%. This is the second straight year the Philippines missed its inflation target. In 2021, inflation averaged at 4.5%. Food inflation at the national level rose further to 10.6% in December from 10.3% in November. In December 2021, food inflation was far lower at 1.6%. Faster food inflation was driven by the higher prices of vegetables and sugar. Analysts say this will likely be the peak for this inflation episode. Britain's Prince Harry says in his upcoming book that his older brother and heir to the throne, Prince William, knocked him to the floor during a 2019 argument over Harry's wife, Meghan. The Guardian says it obtained a copy of the memoir, Spare, which is due to be published on January 10. Harry writes, "He grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necklace, and he knocked me to the floor. I landed on the dog's bowl, the pieces cutting into me. I lay there for a moment, then got to my feet and told him to get out." William then challenged his younger brother to hit back, but Harry refused. William later returned to the scene, looking regretful, and apologized. The palace did not respond to a request for comment. The brothers were once very close after the death of their mother Diana in a Paris car crash in 1997, but have fallen out in recent years. After weeks of speculation, Philippine actor McCoy de Leon confirms he is no longer in a relationship with partner Elisse Joson. In a series of Instagram story updates on late Wednesday, January 4, McCoy apologizes to the people who were hurt and affected by the current situation. McCoy also denies there's a third party. The Instagram story updates were publicly visible for several hours before McCoy deleted them. Hours before his confirmation, McCoy also penned an open letter to his daughter with Elisse, hoping that his child would understand him if he gets the chance to tell her his side. The management of K-pop boy group ENHYPEN issues a warning against an unauthorized paid fan event in the Philippines. In an email notice issued on Thursday, January 5, BELIFT Lab says the upcoming event sold tickets by using the content of BELIFT Lab without our authorization. The event, titled ENHA Festival Day 1, will be held on January 7 at the Avida Tower Centera Clubhouse. Its Facebook page says it is an ENHYPEN OT7 photo exhibition event. Organizers charge 250 to 300 pesos for entry and 350 to 400 pesos for festival access and a festival kit. BELIFT Lab says the event host did not discuss this with their company. The company warns if the host pushes through with the event, they will take legal action for infringement of intellectual property. The ENHA Festival organizers issue a statement shortly after BELIFT's email warning saying the event will no longer push through. This is not a drill. Two of K-pop's biggest stars are coming together for a collaboration. BIGBANG member Taeyang released on Wednesday, January 4, a teaser for his digital single Vibe, which will feature BTS's Jimin. Vibe, which will be released on January 13, will mark Taeyang's first solo release in 6 years. The two were first rumored to be working on a collaboration in December 2022. The upcoming release will also be Taeyang's first musical release under his new company, The Black Label, a subsidiary of his former label YG Entertainment. This will be Jimin's first solo effort after BTS announced a break from group activities last June 2022. And that's today's wrap. I'm BELIFT. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story and follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.